Unfortunately, there was no seeking of medical treatment until the symptoms, which had developed some weeks later, were quite far advanced.
This is Nick Major. The 21-year-old from Vancouver Island died this past weekend at a Vancouver hospital after contracting a rare case of rabies. Doctors say he got sick after an encounter with a bat in May. This is the most recent case of human rabies in Canada since 2012. Nick was a head instructor at Cascadia Martial Arts in Parksville, where he's been described as a dear friend. Tributes are being shared on social media and are coming in from right across the province.
Obviously, it's just an extraordinary tragedy for his family, for his friends, for all those who were taking care of him as well in his final days.
This is a very tragic case, particularly it's a young person, and they were going about their business and were outside during the day and had contact, direct skin contact with the bat. And like is often the case with bat encounters, there can be small scrapes or bites that aren't even visible. And so in many cases, people don't even think it's a risk.
Health experts say symptoms didn't show up until several weeks after the incident.
Pain, a little bit of weakness and feeling unwell. And there are many things that, of course, can cause that. So unfortunately, the thought of rabies didn't occur to the healthcare team until it was too late.
Other symptoms of rabies can include a fever and headache. They can progress into things like unusual behavior and producing copious amounts of saliva.
This is the first case we've had in BC for 15 years.
In fact, there have been less than 25 cases in Canada since the 1920s. Bats are the only known carriers of the rabies virus in BC, and about 13% of tested bats have come back positive for rabies, which is why this is considered to be so rare.
If bats are active during the day, that's unusual, and if their behavior is unusual, they get around by elocution. If they have rabies, they can disrupt their ability to see things and find people. So that's a reason why they can unexpectedly come in contact with humans.
She says it's a good idea to make sure your dogs and cats have been vaccinated.
A cat or a dog might be playing with a bat in the backyard, and that's a very worrisome scenario. So if you can, handle the bat with gloves on and make sure you put it in a box or a safe container, but then you need to be assessed yourself.
In Vancouver, Andrea Macpherson, City News.